I will entertain a motion to approve as such, and then we will follow the agenda as printed.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor, let it be known by the voting sign. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. New business, the donation by the Randall family of the third tract of land for the Northern Riverwalk. Mr. Bobbitt,
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
That basically said it all.
Yeah.
This, through the generosity of the Randall family, will be the third tract of land they have donated for the Northern Riverwalk.
Wow.
This was about 6.63 acres, I do believe. I think I'm right. Your attachment right there gives the acreage. But this would take the Riverwalk behind the North Bank Parkway, their office park. So the distance that they have basically given the city or donated the city would essentially be from the area if you come off of McFarland Boulevard onto the North Ridge Road, excuse me, Rice Mine Road.
Oh, wow.
It would be out to the intersection of North Ridge Road.
That's nice.
So-
That's a nice piece of
Yeah.
land.
And we are requesting an authorization, have a resolution on next week's council agenda that would allow the mayor to execute a memorandum of understanding with the Randall family to accept the donation.
We're so fortunate to have people like them to Miss Randall and the Randall family to give this contribution to our city. We're grateful and thankful to have stakeholders like that. Are there any questions for Mr. Bobbitt, committee members?
Mr. Chairman, that's a very nice donation.
It very
And
is.
it's unbelievable generosity of that family
Right.
to our community, and I'm very grateful that we're going to be extending a very popular river walk north of the river in my district. Look forward to having the Western River Walk.
I'm afraid to walk.
That's what
over
that's right.
I think we've got a lot to celebrate soon.
Yes.
So I'll make a motion to do that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Kill.
there. Am I on this line or not?
Opposed?
You were last week.
Thank you, Mr. Bobbitt.
I think it's funny.
Number two, Jeff Powell,
I vote yes.
authorization to negotiate and enter into lease agreement
You like
for
to
Twin
make
Hanger.
motions on projects or something?
He likes.
Man,
I had to gavel him down.
I just can't get not engaged.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You super duper
Good to be back.
yes.
We
Super duper.
have been in discussions with the group to lease 3.5 acres of the previously occupied hangar by the sheriff's office.
We talked about that, haven't we?
We had,
I thought so.
we had over 26,000 square feet of hangar. We've been in discussions with them on the appropriate terms and conditions for them to have a 25-year, a long-term agreement, and the appropriate rates and improvements required to have a long agreement. I had a list of the improvements that they had proposed, if anybody's interested in looking at those, but I recommend and support their proposal and the conditions they've agreed to enter into a long-term agreement at the airport.
Okay. Do we have many long-term agreement holders at the airport?
In the history of the airport, we've had many.
Okay.
We've only had a handful just recently that we've gone to. Hawthorne Global was probably the most recent in 2016. We have one upcoming with the NHS group that we've talked with previously. They're going to be coming up soon for
Okay.
finalizing their lease too. So we want to reward when people are investing in the airport that they are awarded a long-term arrangement for those investments.
And for those that are listening, can you kind of tell them what type of impact does this long-term agreement have on the city of Tuscaloosa?
It enables and continues to support the current economic impact of the airport. It's around
Yeah.
$48 million a year. The
That's
airport has an impact throughout. So some have different impacts of what kind of jobs they support, the business that they bring in, but all results in connectivity, either businesses going to and from Tuscaloosa or potential clients coming to Tuscaloosa to do business in our community. So having active tenants such as this is always good to have on your airport because it's continued use and benefiting the investment that continues to go into the airport.
Yes, sir. Any other questions about the committee?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you for the good work you do, man.
Awesome.
All right, Gil.
Let the record reflect.
Request for ingress, egress, utility easement across Cedar right of way on Bull Slow Road. Mr. Ken Williamson.
Ken is not here, but I'm the land surveyor that worked on the project.
All right. Thank you for being here with us today.
My pleasure. Kevin Hinkle with Montgomery and Hinkle Land Surveying,
Okay.
and we're representing that property that is landlocked due to the city's acquisition line for Lake Tuscaloosa. It has been that way for a long time, but there is a road that exists that goes to the property and has a large culvert in it. And we're here to request the right to cross over that acquisition portion of the property, over that pipe in the road that currently exists. Not building anything, not adding anything, all these items exist, and we're just looking for the legal right to cross over.
This is the darker shaded portion, correct? The small.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And there's, I guess, Mr. Chairman, there's no issue from a city side, I'm assuming, because no one's speaking.
I haven't heard any objections. Mr. Bobbitt, you have something?
Tom, is there any
Objections?
objection, or y'all feel good
This
about
is the
this?
county, but there is a slough that comes up.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the
The
city
city.
owns the acquisition line. And that is, this is not city right of ways, it's a city property. That's why it's having to come to you, because you have to go across city property tax. And it will
That's
be,
fine.
they're required to maintain it, obviously. And there would be the additional requirement, we'd also, I think that they want to run a water line through there.
Well, there would need to be water service to it.
So there would probably be an easement, allow them utilities to service through it as well.
Okay.
Motion approved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
All in favor, let it be known by the voting saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed by the same sign. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The next Council Properties Committee meeting will be held on February 7th. Are there any other comments or deliberations from this committee? If not, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.